Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine. This is September the 28th. This is your Divine Masculine Action Report, Daily Action Report. All right, let's take a look-see and seeing what's going on for today. Let's take a look-see for the Divine Masculine. Clear. If you're new to this channel, I break down the energies according to the male and the female avatar. Remember, we house both energies. It's not one without the other, just like a toy. It has an energizer battery that really runs on when you have two batteries. One is the positive, you flip it over, the other one's the negative, and both of those things help things to operate. That's the same thing that goes on with us. We operate both energies in order to be able to have our being and be divine. So each day, daily, we work on balancing that. All right, so let's look at the Divine Masculine males energies for today, for the 28th. Woman holding a coin. Okay, woman holding a coin. So to be, it looks like emotionally that the Divine Masculine, you have to get yourself on board and understanding about this abundance. On yesterday when I talked to you, it seemed like you was having a problem with, you were having anxiety of understanding how to be able to hold your blossoming abundance. That is truly, that's something that, like they said, prosperity is your birthright. You are having a problem with taking ownership of that. This today they want you to do is to take ownership of understanding that you are emotionally ready to be able to be the person who is holding your own prosperity or your abundance, material things in this world. However, what you got to do is watch this cat here, which is black. Anytime I see a black cat, to me that represents that you have some superstitious thoughts. Like every time I think about my Divine Masculine, say, well, you know the thing is more money, more problems. Superstitious thing. Well, see, like every time I get some handle, like I hear Dad say, every time I get a handle on some money, something comes up. Superstitious, Every time I get some money and things look like it's going well, my kids want something. Okay. So this is the thing that you want to be in the driver's seat here, Divine Masculine male, but you got to kind of work on that. Material-wise, it don't have to be about money all the time, but whatever it is in the material world, you're having a problem grasping that. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to be able to do? What's some action that they want you to take? What's some action that it wants you to take today? Clear. You got two things. First of all, it wants you to speak your truth. So again, speak your truth, which is I am divine. Prosperity is my birthright. These things come because I have allowed them to, or again, I am Source has used me. If my children have come to me, Source has used me as a channel to be able to do that. And I know that if I have it, that Source is going to doubly supply me back in return, double fold what I just gave out. Or this way, me giving out, my money does not come back to be void. It always finds a way to return back to Source. Okay, so that's the way you can look at it. But speak your truth about it, because right now you've been giving, when it comes to money, you've been giving shade to your own self. She got shades on. And also remember about using free will too as well. Some of you all need to exercise that. Sometimes you all are saying yes to stuff that you actually need to be saying no. Now me's talking about, well, cause I'm their father. I gotta tell them that. What am I look like? I'm telling them to say no, because again, you say no to them because some of these children has got to go. I know who I'm preaching to. He's got to understand and stand on their two spiritual feet. I think about in the movie Wakanda, Lord have mercy, Black Panther in Wakanda, the scene with the father was telling the son, he's like, oh my God, it's time for me. He was telling the character, Chadwick Boseman, his character, that I don't think I'm ready. They want me to be king. I don't think I'm ready for that. And he said, what kind of father would I be if I had not prepared you for this moment? before he's talking about his death. He's like, because, if you was here, things be different. And he's like, no, 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 no. Nah, see, what kind of father would I be if I hadn't prepared you for this moment, for the day that I wouldn't be here? So you have to think about that as well, that some of these things, you've got to prepare your children to understand daddy ain't always gonna be here. I want you to be able to take care of your own self. You got to find your own resources. So sometimes it's kind of good. I know my dad was as good-hearted as he was and is. He still find ways to give me money when I need stuff. But I get disciplined even in spirit with him. Don't think it's over with. Don't send no heat on me. Don't think it's over with me about him disciplining me as the father, because I've got a lot of things that I heard him told me to do and I ain't did, and I ain't paid for it. I had to tell you one day. I'll tell you about that, because I want these things to be short. But it don't, trust me, it don't end. If you stay in that spiritual vein and you open to it, you see that your parent is still at your parent, even on the beyond. So I'm telling you, I'm a believer, and I already had it happen to me. So my point is that it's still your thing is responsibility. They want you to be able to fend for yourself and for you to be able to take care of yourself, because again, it's going to come a day that either they might be physically incapacitated, mentally. We, God bless, that we hope the day that does not happen. But what happens is that day that they trying to call you on the cell phone and they can't get to you, and your cell phone had died, and they talk about, I need the money now. Do you have the means and the resources to be able to say, what's my plan B? Like I said, my dad was the sweetest pie as he could be, but I didn't understand. I did get to the answer no from him sometimes, and sometimes I had to find out on my own. Like, okay, I guess today either he playing like he ain't heard me asking for money, or that's really him saying no, and he just don't want to vocalize no. So, that helped me to understand I can't depend on him, because I don't even know what trick bag my dad was coming out of. So it's not a bad thing, but that helped me to understand with him that, hey, it's some days that some things that you might even depend on in life that might not come through. And what's your plan B? Okay? That's him saying amen. So my thing is, that's the thing that you have to do. So when we talk about free will, you got to be able to exercise. I feel that very strong. And somebody around here is like a little pushover for the kids. And you got to understand it's okay to do that. They're going to survive. They're going to be mad. I was mad at them too. But then after a while, it's like, hey, we done been through this again. Let's find another resource how to do it. And I would find out, or if I felt like, I was like, hey, no, you going to give it to me. I'll come back again. But my thing is, still, learn your children and learn also to exercise the free will of saying no, or the free will that I don't have to be responsible for whatever thing that you feel that you're responsible for. So rather it is like I feel responsible in the divorce or whatever to the wife or whatever to the kids or whatever like that. Do still what is for you. Remember, again, putting that mask on yourself. Again, making sure that you can breathe, and then it be able for the rest of them. Don't kind of, like my dad said, don't cut your nose off, spite your face. Trying to be accommodating to everybody else. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we're moving on to the next thing is what the sports want you to know about for Divine Masculine. Clear. What does it want that Divine Masculine male, the energies that they want you to move into? Got it right here. Acts like a monster, boisterous voice. So what it seems like to be, again, some of you all, this is the opposite. Some of you all are going to have to use your voice. You're going to have to fake it till you make it. So what does it mean? Like, that would be like if I take example of my dad, the sweetest pie, again, but you understand when that no came, no, he had a way he said no, and it had airtime. And he was like, okay, let me turn around and get on out of here. So when you hit that 1950s dad, that no, where it's like it's not going to be followed by explanation, you standing there like, and your eyes is blinking, and they looking at you, and your eyes is blinking, and you're like, oh, that's the answer? Ew. So they want you, the spirit saying for this Divine Masculine energies, when it comes to your money or you saying no to people that seem like they got their hand in your pot, or they messing with your abundance. Get to the point that you are practicing this authority, standing in your authority, speaking with authority. This is the action that they want you to actually get into, divine master. Because some of this divine master, whoever it is, and I'm hearing the things about wimpy. Some of you all have been kind of a little wimpy and not exercising your divinity and your divineness in expressing, communicating this to counterparts, not divine counterparts. It's the partner that you might be in with, your children, your family, people on the job, and they want you to get more of a boisterous, like act like you're a monster. Not a monster that like nasty, but sometimes, you know, like I like the channel that I'm watching about the empaths. They be thinking about empaths. We keep on thinking that we supposed to, because we're light workers or whatever, we supposed to be nice and chilled and mellow and zen-like and Buddha-like. But at the same time, you got to voice yourself. Even Jesus came in and voiced. He went into the temple and took the whips and was whipping folks about, why you up in here defiling my father's house? And you don't think he went on there saying, why y'all in here defiling my? He ain't come in there speaking all nice and gentle like. He went in there with the whip, was cracking on people. Like, oh my God, Jesus didn't whip me. So my thing is, you've got to get into that point too as well. Don't talk about the spiritual and you're supposed to be all zenny like. But you got to also show that other side too. So that's what they're bringing up to me too. Let's move on to the divine feminine, divine masculine, female energies as well. Okay, so now with that energies here, clear. What is the energies? Ooh, excuse me. It keeps on sliding. Stop, because it's on plastic. Whoa, financial constraints. Okay, so divine feminine, it looks like it's your turn. It's your turn about this, what's happening here with the financial constraints. That's shot right on out. Something about you is thinking that you don't have enough. It's nothing like old Mother Hubbard. Okay, now come on. Old Mother Hubbard in the cupboard, looking there and not having things that's enough. It's probably something that you might want to do, and you're finding that you're not having the resources to be able to do it. This is what I'm picking up too as well. Watch that. It looks like you're kind of swapping energies. Divine masculine yesterday was having problems with that again, and you too is having problems with this money as well. Let's look and see what type of action does it want you to take. Clear. What kind of action does Source want you to take? Ooh. You are supported. Understanding that no matter what, Source is supporting you. Okay? You are supported. You have the means to find the answers to whatever it is that you feel that you need financially or in your abundance. This acts, so don't think that you're not. So in your actions, remember the divine master actions, the actions that you put forth, you are able to do these things that you need to. You just got to believe that you can do it. What does Source want you to also know? Clear. So that's an illusion. That's what they're telling me. Say it's just an illusion. That's false things appearing real. That's where that's coming from. Right here. Sleepy insomnia does things unconsciously. Okay, so what they want you to get more into is understanding that, to me, is like you sleepwalking. You're not really doing this and really understanding. It's like you're walking in a fog about this financial thing, and you're not really are doing this, like I said before, like a conscious, linear. So that means it's like no, again, to me, I'm picking up, they're saying it's no time. It's not going to be like certain steps as far as how this is going to be able to manifest. Thank you. You might have to do this in a very out of the box way to come up with this answer to whatever this financial thing that you're looking for. as well, but they're saying it's not going to be linear. It's not like time, like this is going to happen today, this is going to happen today. Things might even happen out of sequence as well for you females. So again, in your actions moving forward, they want you to understand that again, sleepy, to me, insomnia is like you're walking in the fog about this thing, and you're not really actually showing me fog. You're not really actually being able to see moving forward as to what it is. And they're saying it's not going to go in the sequential order that you think it is. It's going to go kind of out of sequence. Okay. Or I'm getting fork in the road. They say it might even go in a sequential order. It's got to take steps in order for things to manifest. So there's two operational systems, they're telling me, that this can also go on. Okay. All right, then, that is your action steps. Your action steps. Yeah, that is true. Your actions report for today. As always, remember that I am Divine Sunshine. I am your transformational specialist. Again, giving you the keys into union. Until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste. Namago. Love you.